Punta Cana is one of the most popular beach destinations in the Caribbean, and one of the most misunderstood by first-timers who think it is only all-inclusive resorts and nothing more. Before you book anything, here is everything you actually need to know, covering entry requirements, getting around, the best areas to stay, safety, real costs, the best time to visit, and the mistakes first-timers keep making. From the endless white sand of Bavaro Beach to Saona Island, the cenote-like Hoyo Azul, and the warm Dominican culture, Punta Cana packs far more into a trip than most people expect. Save this video before you start booking flights, because we are answering the questions people actually search before landing in Punta Cana. Let us start with entry requirements, since Punta Cana is refreshingly easy to get into for most travelers. US, Canadian, UK, and EU citizens do not need a visa for tourist stays of up to 30 days. You will need a passport valid for your stay, and every arriving and departing traveler must fill out the free online e-ticket form within 72 hours of the flight. There is a $10 tourist card fee to enter the country, but for most commercial flights it is already bundled into your airfare, so you rarely pay it separately. You fly into Punta Cana International Airport, code PUJ. A famously charming open-air airport with thatched roof terminals that immediately set a relaxed, tropical tone. The airport sits close to the main resort zone, so most transfers to your hotel take only 15 to 40 minutes, depending on how far up the coast you are staying. Book an airport transfer or private shuttle in advance, since arranging one ahead of time avoids the chaos and inflated prices of sorting a ride after a long flight. Many all-inclusive packages and resorts include round-trip airport transfers, so check your booking before paying separately for a taxi you may not need. There is a departure tax to leave the country, but like the tourist card, it is almost always included in your airline ticket, so double-check rather than assume you owe it. Travel insurance is not required to enter, but it is genuinely worth having since it covers weather disruption during storm season and any medical care while you are abroad. And keep a digital and paper copy of your e-ticket QR code, since you will need to show it both on arrival and again when you depart the Dominican Republic. Direct flights connect Punta Cana to dozens of North American and European cities, and from much of the eastern United States, the flight runs under 4 hours. Arrival lines at PUJ can be slow during peak afternoon banks of flights, so budget an extra 30 to 60 minutes before you reach your resort transfer. Fill out the e-ticket a day or two before you fly rather than at the airport, since spotty airport Wi-Fi and a last-minute rush cause needless stress. The airport itself is a genuine highlight, with its open-air, palm-thatched terminals that feel less like a transit hub and more like a first taste of the tropics. One practical tip: have a printed hotel confirmation and address ready, since arrival officials occasionally ask where you are staying before waving you through. Now let us talk about getting around, because Punta Cana works very differently from a walkable city. It is a long strip of beachfront resorts spread along the coast. Most visitors spend the majority of their trip within their all-inclusive resort, where everything from beach to dining is walkable and included, so daily transport is often unnecessary. For trips beyond the resort, taxis are the main option, but they do not use meters, so always agree on the price first and expect fares of $20 to $80. Rideshare apps operate in Punta Cana, but with real restrictions. They are often blocked from picking up at resorts and the airport, so do not rely on them as your main plan. Pre-booked private transfers and drivers are the smoothest option for day trips. Reliable, fixed price, and far less stressful than negotiating a taxi each time. The local guagua minibuses are dirt cheap at $1 or $2, a fun, authentic option for the adventurous, though they are slow and not built for tourists in a hurry. Renting a car gives you freedom to explore, but local driving can be chaotic. Roads are poorly lit at night, and many visitors find organized tours simpler and safer. The good news is that almost every excursion includes round-trip hotel pickup. So for most day trips, you never need to arrange your own transport at all. If you do venture out independently, carry small bills in both dollars and pesos, since many taxis and small vendors cannot break large notes. For most first-timers, the simplest formula is to relax at the resort, book excursions with included transport, and use a trusted private driver for anything else. Downtown Punta Cana and the shopping and dining at areas like downtown Punta Cana Mall and Los Corrales are easy taxi trips if you want to change from the resort. If you plan several independent outings, negotiating a flat day rate with a reputable driver often beats paying repeated one-way taxi fares that add up quickly. Keep in mind that distances between zones are real. Cap Cana to Bavaro Alto can be an hour apart, so factor drive time into any cross-region plans. A handy tip is to buy a local SIM or eSIM on arrival. Cheap data makes rideshare, maps, and messaging your driver far easier once you leave the resort Wi-Fi behind. Now, the most important decision of your trip: where to stay. Because in Punta Cana, your resort zone shapes the entire character and price of your vacation. Bavaro is the classic heart of Punta Cana, a long stretch of gorgeous beach lined with the greatest concentration of all-inclusive resorts, restaurants, and shopping. It is the best all-round choice for first-timers, offering the widest range of resorts at every price point and easy access to the most popular excursions. Cap Cana to the south is the upscale, exclusive enclave, home to luxury resorts, a marina, and a golf course. Ideal if you want a quieter, higher-end escape. Bavaro Alto, further north, is more remote and tranquil, with newer resorts on quieter beaches. Perfect for travelers who want seclusion over nightlife and crowds. Cabeza de Toro sits between the airport and Bavaro, a calmer pocket with a nature reserve and lagoon, popular with those wanting proximity without the bustle. Just south, the fishing village of Bayahibe offers a more local feel and is the launch point for Saona and Catalina Island trips, a good base for the independent-minded. Nearly all Punta Cana resorts are all-inclusive, which simplifies budgeting since food, drinks, and most activities are bundled into one upfront price. Adults-only and family-focused resorts sit side by side across every zone, so choose deliberately, since the vibe differs sharply between a party resort and a family one. The key takeaway is simple. Bavaro suits most first-timers, Cap Cana suits luxury seekers, and Bavaro Alto suits those chasing peace and quiet away from the crowds. Read recent reviews closely before booking, since two resorts on the same beach can differ hugely in food quality, upkeep, and service for a similar nightly price. Consider how far your resort sits from the airport and from excursion meeting points, since a remote beach is blissfully quiet but adds driving time to everyday trip. If nightlife matters, Bavaro and the nearby strip have bars, clubs, and the famous Coco Bongo show, while quieter zones wind down early, so match the area to your energy. First-time visitors usually do best in Bavaro, where the balance of beach quality, resort choice, dining, and easy excursion access is hard to beat anywhere else on the coast. Now let us talk safety honestly, because Punta Cana is one of the safer Caribbean destinations, especially within the well-guarded resort zones where most visitors spend their time. The resort areas are patrolled by dedicated tourist police and private security, and crime targeting tourists is genuinely rare. Most trips pass without any issue at all. Petty theft is the most common concern, so use the in-room safe for passports, cash, and jewelry, and do not leave valuables unattended on the beach or by the pool. Be cautious with excursions and vendors. Book through your resort or reputable operators rather than unlicensed touts promising cheap tours on the beach. The ocean deserves real respect. Some beaches have strong currents and undertow, so heed flag warnings and swim only in designated, monitored areas. Tap water is not safe to drink. Stick to bottled water, which resorts provide freely, and be mindful with ice and raw produce outside the resorts. If you venture into towns like Haigi or the local side of the Strip, apply standard city awareness. Keep valuables discreet and avoid isolated areas after dark. Watch for common scams, inflated taxi fares, timeshare pitches disguised as free gifts, and currency confusion. Always confirm prices and count your change carefully. Hurricane season from June to November is worth noting, though Punta Cana's eastern position makes direct hits rarer than in much of the Caribbean. Still, watch the forecast. Overall, most visitors encounter nothing worse than a persistent beach vendor. And with sensible precautions, Punta Cana is a comfortable, welcoming place to relax. Solo and female travelers generally report feeling safe within the resort zones, which are gated, staffed, and busy, though the usual awareness applies off the property. Keep photocopies of your passport and a backup card in the room safe, so a lost wallet or document does not derail the rest of an otherwise smooth trip. Healthcare for tourists is good, but private and pay first, which is exactly why travel insurance matters. An unexpected clinic visit is far cheaper with coverage in hand. Let us get practical about cost, because Punta Cana can be a genuine bargain or a luxury splurge depending on the resort and season you choose. The all-inclusive model is the big draw. Entry-level resorts run around $100 to $200 a night for 2 people, with food, drinks, and activities included. Luxury and adults-only resorts climb well past $300 a night, while budget properties in the off-season can dip below $80 per person. Because meals and drinks are bundled in, your on-the-ground spending is mostly excursions, tips, and any upgrades, which makes budgeting refreshingly predictable. Excursions are the main added cost. Expect to pay around $60 to $100 per person for popular trips like Saona Island or a catamaran cruise. Tipping matters here. Resort staff are modestly paid, so a few dollars for housekeeping, bartenders, and servers goes a long way and is warmly appreciated. US dollars are widely accepted at resorts and for tips, though you will often get a slightly better rate paying in Dominican pesos off the resort. A realistic budget for a week at a mid-range all-inclusive for 2, including flights and a couple of excursions, often lands around $2,000 to $3,500. You can save real money by traveling in the low season, booking a package deal with flights included, and choosing a resort a little further from the busiest beaches. And watch for extras that are not included. Premium restaurants, spa treatments, motorized water sports, and airport transfers can each add to an otherwise all-inclusive stay. Package deals that bundle flights, transfers, and the resort often beat booking each piece separately. So compare a full package against the a la carte total before you commit. Shoulder season and midweek arrivals can shave hundreds off a stay, since resort pricing swings sharply with demand across the calendar and even day of the week. Booking excursions directly with local operators rather than through the resort desk can cost noticeably less for the exact same trip, so compare before you book on site. Factor in a modest daily tip budget from the start. $20 to $30 a day in small bills keeps service smooth and is genuinely meaningful to resort staff. So when is the best time to go? Punta Cana is warm and sunny year-round, but the seasons vary in rain, crowds, prices, and the low but real risk of tropical storms. The peak season runs from December through April, dry, warm, and sunny with the calmest seas, but also the biggest crowds and the highest prices of the year. March stands out as the single best month. Low rainfall, low humidity, warm water, and excellent visibility. A genuine sweet spot for a Caribbean beach trip. Late spring into May and early June offers still lovely weather with noticeably lower prices before the summer humidity and storm season fully arrive. Summer, June through August, brings hot, humid days and brief afternoon showers, but also lower rates and warm, swimmable water for a budget-friendly beach escape. Hurricane season officially runs June through November, but Punta Cana's eastern tip position makes direct hits far less common than elsewhere in the Caribbean. September and October are the cheapest and quietest months, with all-inclusive rates dropping 40 to 50%. The trade-off being the highest storm risk of the year. One seasonal factor to know is sargassum seaweed, which can wash up on beaches mainly from spring into summer, though resorts work hard to keep their sand clear. The water stays warm and swimmable all year, typically in the low 80s. so snorkeling and swimming conditions are inviting in nearly any month you choose. Whatever season you pick, book resorts and popular excursions well ahead for the winter peak and holidays, when demand and prices climb sharply. If avoiding seaweed is a priority, aim for the winter and early spring months, when sargassum tends to be lightest along the Punta Cana coast. For the fewest crowds paired with decent weather, the late spring and early fall shoulder windows offer a genuine middle ground between price and conditions. Christmas, New Year, and Easter weeks are the busiest and priciest of all, so if your dates land there, book many months ahead to lock in a good resort. On to the must-dos, starting with Saona Island, the postcard-perfect day trip of white sand, palm trees, and shallow turquoise water, reached by catamaran and speedboat. Scape Park is a highlight, home to the stunning Hoyo Azul, a brilliant blue natural cenote at the base of a cliff, along with zip lines, caves, and cultural stops. A catamaran party cruise along the coast, with snorkeling, music, and a natural swimming pool stop offshore, is one of the most popular and fun excursions on offer. For adrenaline, ATV and dune buggy tours splash through jungle trails, local villages, and to a cave cenote for a swim, a muddy, memorable half-day adventure. Bavaro Beach itself is a must. Miles of soft white sand and warm, shallow water that consistently rank among the most beautiful beaches in the world. Isla Catalina, off the coast near La Romana, offers superb snorkeling and diving over vibrant reefs, a quieter alternative to the busier Saona trips. Animal lovers enjoy Monkeyland and the dolphin and marine parks, while Ojos Indigenas Nature Reserve offers freshwater lagoons and gentle walking trails near Bavaro. Golfers are spoiled with world-class oceanfront courses like Punta Espada in Cap Cana, drawing players from around the globe to the region. For culture, a trip to the town of Higui and its striking modern basilica offers a glimpse of everyday Dominican life beyond the resort walls. And do not miss simply enjoying the resort itself. A sunrise beach walk, a swim-up bar, and a sunset over the palms are the everyday magic of a Punta Cana trip. Water sports abound, from snorkeling and paddleboarding to parasailing and diving, and many non-motorized options are already included in your all-inclusive package. For a laid-back day, the Macau Beach area offers a more natural, less developed stretch of coast, popular with surfers and travelers seeking a local vibe. Booking excursions for the first or second day is a smart move, so if weather forces a reschedule, you still have time left in your trip to fit them in. Sunset catamaran and horseback riding on the beach tours are lovely lower-key options for anyone who wants a memorable outing without a full, high-energy adventure day. A word on food and culture, because there is far more to Dominican life than the resort buffet, and seeking it out rewards curious travelers. Do try the national dishes, la bandera of rice, beans, and stewed meat, the hearty sancocho stew and fresh seafood, tostones and mango made from mashed plantains. Step outside the resort at least once for a local meal. A beachside shack or a town restaurant serves more authentic and affordable Dominican food than any buffet. Dominican coffee is excellent and strong, and a cold Presidente beer or a rum-based Mama Juana are the classic local drinks to sample on your trip. Music is the soul of the culture. Merengue and bachata are everywhere, and letting the rhythm pull you onto the dance floor is part of the Dominican experience. Tipping is customary and genuinely important. Resort staff rely on it, so keep small bills handy for bartenders, housekeeping, servers, and your excursion guides. Dominicans are famously warm, friendly, and laid back. A smile and a few words of Spanish like hola and gracias go a long way and are always appreciated. The pace runs on island time, so embrace a slower rhythm and do not be surprised when service or schedules run a little more relaxed than you are used to. Sun protection matters more than visitors expect. The Caribbean sun is intense, so bring reef-safe sunscreen, a hat, and water, and reapply often through the day. And dress is casual and beach-focused. though some resort restaurants ask for smart casual attire in the evening, so pack one nicer outfit just in case. A few words of Spanish unlock warmer interactions, since while resort staff speak English, locals off the property genuinely appreciate the effort to connect in their language. Bargaining is normal at markets and with beach vendors, but not in shops or restaurants, so read the setting before you try to negotiate a price. Finally, the mistakes first-timers keep making. Number 1 is never leaving the resort, the real Dominican Republic. Its food, culture, and nature sits just beyond the gates. Number 2 is forgetting the e-ticket. This free online form is mandatory both arriving and departing, and not having the QR code ready causes real delays at the airport. Number 3 is drinking the tap water. Stick to bottled water throughout your trip, including for brushing teeth and with ice at smaller establishments off the resort. Number 4 is booking excursions from beach touts. Always go through your resort or a reputable operator to avoid scams and ensure safety and proper insurance. Number 5 is not tipping. Staff are modestly paid and rely on gratuities, so bring plenty of small bills and tip generously for good service throughout your stay. Number 6 is underestimating the sun. The Caribbean rays are strong even on cloudy days, so sunscreen, a hat, and shade breaks are essential from the very first day. Number 7 is exchanging all your money at the airport. Rates there are poor, so use an ATM or pay in dollars and keep only small pesos for local vendors. Number 8 is booking the cheapest resort without reading reviews. Quality varies enormously, and a little research prevents a disappointing stay at a rundown property. Number 9 is not budgeting for excursions and tips, since these on-top costs add up quickly even at an all-inclusive where the room and meals are covered. And number 10 is spending the whole trip poolside and skipping the beaches and islands. Punta Cana's turquoise water and Saona day trip are the real reason to come. A bonus mistake is packing for a city trip. You will live in swimwear and sandals here, so prioritize beach essentials, reef-safe sunscreen, and one nicer dinner outfit. So, who is Punta Cana actually best for? If you want a warm, easy, all-inclusive beach escape with stunning sand and predictable costs, few destinations do it better. First-time international travelers do especially well here. Short flights from much of North America, no visa needed, and resorts that handle nearly every detail for you. Families thrive at the many kid-friendly all-inclusives, where pools, beaches, and included activities keep every age entertained without constant extra spending. Couples and honeymooners are spoiled with adults only and luxury resorts, swim-up suites, and romantic beachfront dinners under the palms. Beach and relaxation lovers get some of the Caribbean's most beautiful sand and warm, calm water, ideal for anyone whose main goal is simply to unwind. Groups and celebrations do well here too, since all-inclusive pricing keeps costs predictable, and resorts are set up to handle weddings, reunions, and big group getaways. Value seekers get remarkable bang for their buck, since even a modest all-inclusive delivers beach, food, drinks, and pool days at a price that is hard to match elsewhere. And if you want a hassle-free tropical getaway that blends easy all-inclusive comfort with genuinely world-class beaches and fun island excursions, Punta Cana delivers one of the Caribbean's best value vacations. That is everything you need to know before visiting Punta Cana in 2026. From choosing the right resort zone to knowing which excursions are worth it. Which part of the trip are you most excited for? The beaches, the excursions, or just relaxing at the resort? Tell us in the comments below. If this guide helped you plan your trip, please like and subscribe for more honest, in-depth travel guides from our small channel. Thank you for watching, and aloha from Kahana Designs. Until next time, safe travels and sweet dreams.